Yeah.
Look, I'm 15. I have my own business, my eBay business, right? If I have some socialist guys say I have to give all my stuff to the government, I'm gonna have to pay taxes this year, and I'm fucking 15. Right? Sorry for my French, but
Nah, dude. I mean, it's okay, but I'd appreciate it if you didn't fucking
Wait,
swear. It's really fucking annoying. You know?
Yeah, dude, shut the fuck up, dude. That's really not fucking cool. Like,
Ben, this is a fucking Christian house.
No, Cameron, no, shut the fuck up. You're a female. Cameron, you're a fucking female. No, stop.
Wait, you guys are debating on privatization of education?
Yes,
not really debating. How are we debating?
No, I'm asking. I'm asking.
Oh no,
I just came in here a few minutes ago. So
I don't think anyone's debating.
So do you think so? No, I wasn't meaning. I'm sorry. I wasn't meaning. They are forced to. But I'm saying like if they took away the opportunity, there should always be opportunities for things. There should always be opportunity for different types of healthcare, for insurance. It should not be the same generic thing for everything. Like look in the grocery store. Would you rather get a Fiji water, or would you rather get Publix generic brand? You know, if you have the opportunity.
I don't like Fiji water, so I'm weird.
And bro, honestly, that's not a great argument. I mean, I'm pro privatization. I'm privatization of education. I agree with you, but that's not a great argument.
No, it is a great argument. His whole point is that if you can afford the best service, you deserve to have the best service.
If you have the opportunity, why can't you do it?
I can agree on that, but I mean, I think that morally, somebody that's debating you that doesn't agree with that will just be like, I don't agree with that more. That there, you guys will just have moral differences. It's not going to be an effective argument.
Can I hear your?
I mean, if you really want to get moral about it, my whole argument is like if I'm a rich dude and I want my kids to have the best possible future.
I agree with you guys. Okay, so listen.
All this rich stuff is irrelevant, guys. What we're talking about is we want to improve the education for every single American, and even the lower income.
Yeah, because listen,
will be improved by a privatized system.
Listen, yes, a lot of people will say, because I would just listen to what they have to say first, because a lot of people will be like, but then the richest would only be the ones getting education. It's not true at all. We see this urban we can look at other industries like cars. Who do cars mostly pander to, or who's the cars main consumers? They usually pander towards
the middle class.
Yes, middle class, and sometimes car brands even pander towards the lower middle class. And we even see things, and it would be even different for schools, because we see these urban cities. If they just ignore these urban cities, they would be losing out on so much of a profit. And you can't go to an urban city and then charge a bunch of money for schooling. That makes no sense. So they would have to go and charge less for schooling.
They need to take funding from certain things that they don't need, and they just need to. I think they need to figure out the whole system together and reorganize it.
The government just has to leave, bro.
Yeah, the government needs to get out of our fucking business.
Yeah, bro. The government kills people all the time, bro. Like,
the FDA
kills people more than the government.
More people would die, though.
What?
No, he's not talking about the whole government. He's talking about more like free market kind of thing.
No, we're not talking about like abolishment of the police force or anything like that.
Yeah, we're not ANCAPs.
Yeah, we're talking about just like government stay away from the market. That's what they mean.
All right.
And trade.
So are you more libertarian then?
Yes,
I'm a minarchist.
Yeah, police, military, and judiciary system. That's
the only things that should be.
Yo, Julio, did that guy join our hype house, Brico?
I haven't texted him yet, but I'll text him in a few.
Yeah, we need to add new and effective members.
We have a lot of people though. Wait, Verbal, you got to add yourself to the video. You got to add yourself to the.
Verbal's not gonna do that. Verbal's not gonna do that.
Verbal, come on, bro.
No,
do it.
No, honestly,
I think Jordan's here.
No, if I use my phone.
Yeah, chat. I have no idea who's mod here. I'm trying to get unmuted, but I have no idea. And this sounds kind of cringe.
I'll unmute you, dude. How you doing?
Thanks, bro.
Well, how did
what's up, Jordan?
What's up, guys?
The Groyper is here.
Oh no,
Ben, do you have an Instagram? You're pretty legit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say it just in case someone's streaming, but
mine's Oliver.Niehaus. I don't give a shit. Follow me.
Well, I have quite the hate group on me.
You can privately message me it.
Yeah, I'm gonna privately message you it. Don't follow Cameron. She's weird.
I'm renaming
Yeah,
myself.
follow me, please.
Cameron's hot.
I will bless your
She'll-
feet.
Don't be mean to Cameron.
She is not wrong. She is
She'll
not
DM
wrong.
you some weird shit.
Like,
She will.
she
DM
just
you.
Cameron's
said
base. She'll come around. She'll come around.
No.
Oh,
just
shit.
look at her feed, and you will thank me and her.
Look at my feet,
No, not gonna lie.
please.
Oliver Niehaus. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send you my
Cameron
Insta, and then you
Carson.
send it to him because
No,
Fucking
I'm not.
simps.
I'm not fucking being.
Yo, I got a
no
beef
man.
patty.
I'm not the
Yo,
government.
Oliver, I'm
the
gonna mute
government.
myself because I got a beef patty coming. So you heard.
All
so
right,
and when I
Jake,
text you, unmute me. All right.
Yeah,
Jake,
I feel
just
you, bro.
watch
I'm
my
working on my
screen.
fucking homework, so like,
What?
fucking like, tell me.
That's
when
it.
you're ready.
What is the view of the
Oh.
majority of people here? Like, because I'm sure people have different.
We're actually all supporters of verbal reasoning.
Mhm.
All right, I got it.
I mean, that's nice.
Verbal is the king.
Okay, but yeah,
I
dude,
wanna
don't follow
see-
Cameron.
wait.
She'll DM you some weird
Follow
shit.
I wanna see-
I
She's
will
gonna
not
DM you
follow.
some weird shit.
I want to see verbal debate Jordan on something. I don't know what you guys disagree on. He's like
This is my
basically he doesn't
Instagram.
want
Literally
government
Cameron
anywhere.
Carson.
He doesn't want government like anywhere. Basically, he wants like a night watchman state.
Who doesn't want government in?
Oh, verbal, Craig.
Yeah, we
verbal
talked
reasoning.
last time. You forgot. We had a
Is that-
conversation.
Is that to me?
Sure, yeah, I don't know.
You remember we had a conversation 2 days ago, right?
Uh huh.
And we were talking, and you talked about how Ben Shapiro couldn't debate. You remember?
Oh, I remember this.
And
Yeah,
Tucker
you
Carlson.
I
Tucker
don't.
Carlson
The
invented
anime
it.
is this.
Actually, I remember.
I remember that. Oh, sorry. I'll mute you.
I hate Tucker Carlson so much.
Oh, we're not going to take any disrespect of the king, Tucker
He's not a
Carlson, in
king,
this
bro.
stream. He's the
He
king.
lacks
He
brain
has
cells,
no
bro.
offense, but he has the most punchable face. Tell me he is not the
does.
most
I will-
punchable, like to Fox News contributor.
I will give you that. I will kind of
Come on.
grant you that. And
Thank you.
his face, I love when he does the confused face at the camera. He
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
All right, I followed you. Cameron.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's my favorite thing he does. No. Okay, what am I debating here? About what?
Sure,
State power, state intervention? What am I doing
I
here?
don't fucking know. Talk with verbal. See what happens.
Verbal, what do you think about what do you think about state intervention?
Like government
Like-
intervention.
Like government intervention. Yeah, exactly.
Disgusting. It's disgusting.
Well,
There should be
Do you-
stuff.
do you think all government intervention is disgusting?
Almost all. There's almost zero that I see necessary or moral in any sense. The only time I support intervention is when the agreement affects a third party, right? Like actually affects like.
Agreement affects a third party.
I disagree because here's the problem. What we're seeing now with society where we're at in 2020 is a lot of the degeneracy that we're seeing in society now is a result of lack of government intervention.
That's so false. The government has endorsed most degeneracy that you see today. So I don't know what you mean, bro.
No, exactly.
All the
No,
things
no.
you consider degeneracy have been endorsed by government.
Yeah, so then why would you expect the same government to?
Yeah, exactly. So, like, then by your logic, if the government stepped in and didn't allow that degeneracy, that would be wrong. It's almost like you're obfuscating away from your responsibility and the state's responsibility.
I believe that the community, the social fabric, is
Right.
responsible. The church, if you want, the church is responsible for teaching people how to be good people, not the government. The government is a tool for different things, right?
But you just said it right there. Actually, I'm going to use your own logic against you. What you just said is the government is a tool for that. The government is a tool
No,
for
that's
that.
not what I said.
And it should.
No,
No,
that's
you
not.
said
I
that.
said
Just
the
said
government
that.
is
I
a
thought that's
tool
what you
for
said.
different things.
No, Jordan, he said that.
That's what I said. The government is a tool for different things.
Uh-huh.
He said two. I'm pretty
So,
sure.
but I don't know what you're saying here. You're saying that the government
Government is only
endorses
here to protect-
degeneracy.
The government is just to protect
Thanks for 2 11
individual rights. That's
Thanks also
that's
to
my.
Amber for the-
No,
Thanks, guys.
I'm
Thanks
against.
so much.
Well, I'm for individual rights.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah,
is-
yeah,
I'm gonna say optical. I'm for individual rights
Many-
within a society that has strong borders and has a strong social cohesion, and that ties into closed borders, basically.
Nah,
All
bro.
right,
Let's see.
boys. I think I'm gonna have to go for the night. I'm just.
All
All
right, stay safe, bro.
Let's see.
Nah, I think I'll be good.
What justifies?
Hurt his
What
feelings.
justifies the government
No.
coming
Are-
with a gun and
Mm.
forcing people to do what they want, bro? I don't understand that.
But when you allow people to do what they want and you lack social cohesion and any type of moral foundation, you get where we're at now with Drag Queen Story Hour. I say this I feel like I say the same thing every night and you guys just enjoy hearing it. But it's like when you you let people do what they want, but you have no social cohesion, you have no religion. Actually, you have a banning of religion in any public sphere. It's funny how the government has the right to ban religion, but they don't have the ability to enforce
Who said I agree with that? I agree with that.
But by your reasoning, you do agree with that because because it's because of where we're at right now. What do you mean?
Where we're at 19 is not free market economics, bro. It's not.
I'm not even. No, you're talking about economics. I'm talking about social issues.
Free. It's not free. We're not free from government tyranny.
Look, okay. Let's just end this quickly. What would you be for or against the government banning Drag Queen Story Hour from your local library? Would you be for or against that?
I mean, the fact that it will affect children, right? And children can't consent. I could be against that.
What if the parents consent to their child showing up to Drag Queen Story Hour?
That's their choice.
Wait.
Basically, you're saying, what if a parent consents to you having sex with a grown man? Does that make sense, bro?
No, it doesn't. I would
exactly.
No, exactly. My response would be to ban anything like that. Ban it.
No, in principle, I wouldn't be against banning it. As far as problem that I see is that the day the Democrats come into power, right? They will ban the Bible. They will do the same thing and ban the Bible in school, right? Like that's what's gonna happen, bro. So
but they're already banning the Bible and they're replacing it with Drag Queen Story Hour, gay marriage, and transgender reassignment surgery.
Yeah, but
like it's because people, and I'm not trying to attack you personally. What I'm saying is like your ideology has so like infected the Republican movement that we're effectively libertarians at this point. We're not standing for anything.
No, the Republican Party is not libertarian, bro. That's a lie.
The Republican Party is essentially libertarian now.
That's a lie, bro.
Are you based here? Where are you from?
Look at the majority of the Republican representatives, bro.
Dude,
they are not libertarian, bro.
When Charlie Kirk, the leader of the largest conservative student movement in America, or maybe even in the world at this point, when he's getting on Twitter and getting thousands of retweets by saying, do whatever you want with your body as long as it doesn't affect me, that is a libertarian principle that's injected itself into the mainstream Republican Party.
But Charlie Kirk he's a pseudo-libertarian.
I know, but he's a pseudo-libertarian. You can put as many qualifiers around it as you want. He's a libertarian. That mindset has basically has been pervasive in Republican mindset because Republicans don't want to fight any social battles anymore. What we want to do is say, just leave me alone. I'm just at my house. They're not going to leave you alone. Look at homeschooling. They want to ban homeschooling. Why else would they want to ban homeschooling?
Completely against that.
Do you see that this is totally anti-libertarian to ban homeschooling?
Yeah, that's completely anti-libertarian.
Exactly, but I'm saying that they will not leave you alone. That's my point. You can try to retreat to the farthest corners of the educational system as you want. You can try to retreat to any area you want. They will not leave you alone, even if you're not bothering anyone. If you happen to be Christian, white, male, cisgender, they will not leave you alone.
Well, actually, libertarians, right, they don't speak like Charlie Kirk. We actually want reform, right? We want fundamental reform of the functions of government, whereas the government would not be able to do all those nonsense that they do today. And first of all, Charlie Kirk he doesn't really talk about social. His whole group is just about economics, right? He doesn't really talk about
pseudo economics.
Yeah, maybe pseudo, but even his economics are a little bit more consistent. But it's Young Americans for Freedom that talk a little bit more about social issues, right? TP USA don't really talk about social issues, right?
Why don't they?
Because they care more about talking about the economy than.
Why don't they talk about social issues? Social issues are far more important and affect the children. By your logic, social issues affect the children far more than economics do.
I mean, depending on the degrees at which they're working at, right? I mean, if there are certain economic systems or economic policies where people will die, right, or where people will fundamentally be able to fundamentally suffer, right, and it would affect them much more significantly than Drag Time Story Hour. I can tell you that for sure. Right? So
Well, I just disagree there. I think that
So you want to
the drag queen story hour is going to impact a child as far as traumatic experiences go, much more than the GDP being lowered or increased by 0.1%. Like
no,
we lose the argument when we over focus on
you
the
chose
economic
one
element.
high scenario to one low, bro. I wasn't talking about the GDP affected by point. Well, I'm talking about serious policies that really affect the economy in a way where people start dying. Like I said, bro.
You have an I think that what you're
The
what you're
healthcare. We can talk about how the government is killing people in the healthcare industry, right? It affects people more than strike time story hour. I can tell you that for sure.
No, I think social issues have a far deeper impact, and then you get into immigration and the impacts that those have on social issues. Economic should be, and this part is just my opinion. This part is where I'm going out on a limb, but economics should really just be viewed through the lens of pragmatism. Whatever works for that given population is what you should do. I'm by no means I'm not principled at all when it comes to economics, frankly. It's whatever works for that country. And it's the same logic we use in America. The state government that works in California or New York probably won't work in Arkansas or Alabama or Texas or Oklahoma.
The state government
Every area needs its own economics. That's fine. That's why the founders.
How it works, bro. Nah, bro. The state
situational.
Tell me how it works. Bro.
Economics is not situational. People think it is because they learn bad economics. No, because they learn bad economics, right? The laws, economics works with laws, right? So I don't know what you mean, bro. Economics works with the law of demand is true everywhere, right? The law of supply is true everywhere, right? And that it follows from there. That
no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's how is the law of economics true everywhere when we have billions of dollars coming from taxpayer money funding corporations that are kept afloat by our money? That's not supply and demand. It's a perversion of supply and demand, and that's what you need to realize.
I think you're getting confused, bro.
No, I'm not confused. I think you're confused about the true nature of our economic system.
Let me explain your confusion. When we're saying
Tell me my confusion, Verbal.
All right. When we're saying the laws of economics don't change, what we're not saying is that people are doing economics in a different way, right? But the laws don't change, meaning that what you do there is still going to have the same effect that the people that wrote or understood economics are going to saw, right? So when you do those perversions of the law of demand and supply, there will be those negative effects that were predicted. And that's what we mean by the laws of economics are binding, right? I didn't say everybody follows the law of demand and supply. What I said is that when you pervert those things, the effects that perversion causes will happen.
Okay, you're really getting lost in the economic argument, and then also what I can tie it into is immigration, and that's actually the most important point. Who do you think votes for socialism when they come here?
I mean,
what group? What do you think migrants that we bring in primarily vote for socialism? And if they don't, how did California turn blue irreparably in less than 10 years?
Benjamin Politics just made a video today about how California turned blue.
Yeah, how do you think California turned blue? Let me ask you that.
I forgot what he said. Let me go to his channel.
No, I'm asking you, Verbal. How did
I'm
California
going to his channel, right?
How did California turn blue?
Yeah, I'm going to his channel, bro.
Jordan has an answer for you. Just let him say it. It's immigrants. There we go.
There you go. Thank you, Oliver. Exactly. So when you have,
I don't fully agree with you, but I know what you're going to say.
Well, but why do you think California turned blue? What do you think a counter reason to that would be?
A counter reason would be the diversification of the Californian economy to include more things like Hollywood and expression and things like the arts that tend to be more liberal in nature.
So you think that it turned blue because of Hollywood?
I don't think just because of Hollywood, but in general.
Hollywood's been in California since the 20s. It didn't turn blue until the 80s.
I think it has to do with the diversity of different people, which contributes from immigration. I think that I'm not going to deny to you that because immigrants are going to California, that has an impact. I'm not going to say it's the sole impact. I think the general diversity of an area. I mean, that's in my opinion. You can say it's because, and I can't fully disagree with you because I don't have facts on the political ideologies of every single professor. I mean, you're probably going to say they're all injecting everyone with liberal cancer, but I think that also. also has to do with the fact that I think when people are around people who are different and diversity is increased, people tend to think more liberally on social issues. So I think that's what.
So you think diversity increases liberalism, and that's why I'm against, that's why I'm kind of against forced diversity.
Correct, absolutely. Well, yeah,
and I think that's where we're at right now.
Yeah,
I think there's a little more new. Yeah, I think that's somewhat of a nuanced take. I'll kind of grant you that, but that right there is why I'm against mass immigration.
I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware, and that's fully why that's why I'm not don't have a problem with it. So
right.
We'll both have our differences there, but I understand your take.
Where do you land politically, Oliver?
Politically, I'm a libertarian. I mean, I grew up being pretty far left, but then I realized that the economic system of the left and socialism and communism and all that stuff just is a joke in nature, and free market capitalism in general is the way that works the best. But I still am very, very liberal when it comes to social issues such as gay marriage, transgender stuff like that. I'm not even. I'm not even going to say I'm pro LGBTQ because I'm not going to say that I'm going to try to push someone there. I see your take of I don't know if this is you. I don't want to put your words in your mouth, but I can see kind of the objective morality of thinking that homosexuality is objectively morally wrong. I just don't really. I mean, it sounds wrong, but I don't see it that way. I simply just don't care who people decide to spend their lives with. I mean, but I see where you're coming from.
But see, and I think there's nuance to that point right there, because what you said is basically the argument you're using is you don't care what two consenting adults do in their bedroom, right? That's
to an extent, yeah. Well, actually, not to an extent. I really don't care.
That's exactly. I don't care. Actually, yes, I'm not willing to legislate what two grown people do in their bedroom. Let's just start from that.
You just don't want it outside of the bedroom, out on the streets and stuff like that.
But the point I would make is that it's inevitable. Once you allow one and you make it socially acceptable and you promote it, the promotion of it is what my problem is. And I'm trying to come at it from a more sober analysis as I have from what I have.
I see it. I just appreciate you keeping the Bible out of it for now, because it's annoying really fast.
It's not even about the Bible. I'm not even that well versed in the Bible. I'm saying that even just from a pragmatic point of view, once you open the door to one and you allow the promotion of it, that's when it gets out of hand, man.
So do you think there's a difference between promotion and acceptance?
I think those two are intrinsically linked at this point where we're at now.
Okay.
I think because if you accept something, you end up promoting it. Look at where sitcoms are at. Look at where Will and Grace was kind of the first sitcom I think that not red pilled, but really exposed the homosexuality to the mainstream. Will and Grace, you had Modern Family is another one. A lot of these shows, it's these shows just wouldn't have been acceptable because there was a common social cohesion that it was
I guess.
You know what I mean? I'm against the
I understand it. I guess I understand it. My only issue with that is a lot of the issues I feel you talk about is it's another faction of our society that I feel appeals to certain people, but completely, it's I don't know. I just feel like no one's forcing you to wave the flag or engage in that type of lifestyle or watch those TV shows. I mean, if you want to, you can completely prevent your children from, watching that stuff on TV. I have no problem with you, not wanting to promote that for your children. I think the issue comes in a place when you're trying to make that decision for other people.
Well, the difference is, and you're increasingly seeing this with LGBTQIA plus issues, is I'm forced to say words that I don't want to say. I have to call a noticeable man a she, or vice versa. So, but that's a battle, and again, I'm not trying to reiterate and keep saying the same thing, but this is a battle we wouldn't even have to be fighting if we had just stayed strong on the social norms of marriage.
Well, I think, and I think the issue comes down to it there is, yes, it would be better off for you and kind of your own moral cohesion of society of how you feel it should function. But I think that all of the people who now feel comfortable expressing themselves as they always had, I think we can both acknowledge that there have been gay people as long as there has been time. I mean, Alexander the Great was rumored to be, homosexual. I mean, you can see stuff like that. So my concern there is okay, so this isn't mainstream. We're not allowing this to happen. Like, so are these people just going to be chronically unhappy because they can't like kind of love who they want, kind of
Well,
express themselves how they like?
There was kind of a culture in the past of if you were into degeneracy, you did it on the low. Like I'll
Okay,
actually kind of
okay.
concede that point, that homosexuality is not a new thing. Promotion of it
no,
is.
of course it's not.
It's not a new thing. It's been around. But the difference between then and now is that if you were gay, and it sounds like dark to even say, the fact that it even sounds dark to say this is very telling. People just did it on the low because they acknowledge, like, damn, this isn't right, but I'll go do my thing, but I'm married and I have kids. You know, that's actually a good argument about IQ dropping in our society. Gay men aren't procreating, and gay men actually, I've heard on average, have higher IQs than straight men. It's like atheists having generally higher IQs. I'm not pro atheism or pro,
No, man, I feel.
But I'm saying those people aren't procreating anymore.
Wait, actually, 80s, when you think 80s are smarter than Christians in the US, for example. And the reason for that is because the majority religion in the US is Christianity. Therefore, people uncritically accept Christianity. But when you take into account countries like the UK, Christians are actually on average smarter than atheists. The reason for that is because the majority of people in the UK accept atheism without uncritically, and to be Christian, you have to critically analyze the situation, and that, so it's not exactly that atheists are. The study on that is not exactly true.
No, I've definitely seen studies that atheists on average have a higher IQ because they don't accept social. There's something to be said about people who don't accept social norms, and it could be.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
That's a very nuanced take. We don't even need to go down that road. All I'm saying is that I think there's something to be said for promoting traditionalism and not promoting.
I like to promote freedom.
Man, you can have promote, you can have free. I heard a good quote. It was, you can have freedom, equality. There's three things: freedom, equality, and diversity. Freedom, equality, and diversity in any society.
But you can't have all three.
You can really only have two. You can only have two of the three, and that's actually accurate. The more I think about it, I'm like, I don't even want that to be true. It's just a true thing. It's like you can have your freedom and your equality.
Freedom, equality, and diversity.
Those are basically true. Yeah. Because if diversity just means you have different groups who will end up having different outcomes, and that's where we're at right now. We're calling every disparity racist or transphobic when that's not.
And you know what? And I don't like the PC culture of a lot of people on the left, which is partially why I don't, associate myself with there. I think that I don't know. I feel, and you might disagree with me here, and I feel there's so many more like important issues to be like trying to address now, whether it's, like our endless wars in the Middle East we should be getting out of, things like that, rather than, trying to legislate how people, I know you are, or trying to like legislate, how people express themselves. Like, I don't know. I feel like our society is going to and I don't mean to be like, I guess like mean about this, but
you're not being mean.
I guess homosexuality, I mean, and I realize people like you don't want it to be mainstream. I think whether you like it or not, it's going to be mainstream just based on the culture we are
why should
creating.
We just like lose the battle? Like what? Like that's like saying like
families
are going to be destroyed. So just throw your hands up. Okay, it's done, guys.
Well,
it's like,
I mean, we can look at what does it mean.
Lose gracefully. Just be quiet. Just shh. It's like come on. I want to win. I'm in here to win.
I know you're in here to win, but do you think there's a path forward in which we regress back into society and say,
it's not, no, okay. See right there. I appreciate you because you're like, and we're both arguing on good faith here. The thing you just said is regress. That's assuming that progressivism is even a concept that exists. What have we progressed towards? Drag queen story hour and gay people in leather?
People feeling more comfortable with who they are. I never feel like we should be oppressing someone because of how they were born. I mean, if you're born with an attraction to someone,
that's a fake term.
Okay.
Oppress what? Well, that's like saying if someone's a murderer, you're oppressing their instinct to murder.
Yeah,
I'm not literally.
Okay, come on.
I'm not putting those two on the same level. I'm just saying if someone has a proclivity to, let's say, pedophilia? Are you going to say, well, he was born a pedophile, just let him touch the kiddos?
Having
It's like,
sex with children is
no,
different than having
no,
sex
we
with
are
a
here
consenting
to
adult.
win. We are here for morality. We want morality. We want a strong American culture. We want the family. We want two-parent households. Let's say we normalize single motherhood. Is single here's a good example. Is single motherhood something that should just be accepted because women are just going to have?
I'm going to acknowledge that if someone has two parents in the house, they probably will be better off. Do I think we should mandate that all women have someone to raise their child with them? No. I mean, I agree with you that
you're right. We should try but what we should try to do is we should try to build up a society that rewards motherhood with one father and monogamy, and not downplay it and make it seem trivial, because it's not trivial. Having a strong family is not trivial.
I agree with you. My only issue here, and I guess this is going to be a fundamental difference, and there are multiple studies showing this, and I'd be happy to send them to you, is I think it all boils down to whether you think homosexuality is deviant behavior that is that you choose, because I think there are so many studies and scientific analyses showing that you are born gay. So are you saying that there are certain people in our society are born wrong?
Even if I agree with you that, let's say that, and I'm not a biologist, I'm not a scientist, let's say I agree with you. We'll start at that point. Let's say I agree with you that people are born gay. It certainly shouldn't be promoted, because pedophiles will end up using that same argument in about 10 years. Look for it. They're going to do it. They're going to say, I love the kids. I was born a pedophile. Accept me. Bring me into the movement. You're already
but
seeing that.
We're talking about two consenting adults versus a child.
The two consenting
it's totally
adults
different.
Argument. Here we go.
But it's different. I just don't see how you can draw a comparison there. I'm sorry, dude. I don't see the...
There's something that's degenerate about it, and not even that, it's the promotion of it that's my problem. The promotion. That's the problem. When every Fortune 500 company changes their logo to a rainbow flag 1 month out of the year, it's being promoted. That's being promoted. That's not a good thing. How is that a good thing?
How is it a good thing? Because I don't see why we should be trying to stop these people from literally living their lives to how they want to live.
On an individual level, I agree with you. What I'm saying is, a corporation is not an individual. When a corporation,
so that's their choice to do so.
The corporations basically operate as a monopoly at this point. When Walmart changes its logo to a rainbow Walmart logo, that's them promoting it. Come on, what?
Of course,
what else
I agree with you. I'm not saying they're not promoting it, but I'm saying that as a private business, if they see that they can increase sales by appealing to diversity, then why can't they do that? Walmart? Well, okay, yes.
Is Walmart really a private business?
They are private. Okay, yes, and I'm going to agree with you.
Government
yes, they do. And as a libertarian and a free market, not crony capitalism, is cronyism. I agree with removing the government.
You're acting. See, and this is what's funny about the libertarians. You guys act like Walmart and Amazon are just like the mom and pop Smith shop on the corner.
No,
they're not. They're literally
that. No one's saying that. What I'm saying is they are private businesses. They are. Now, I agree with you.
In the most abstract sense.
Yeah, I'm just listening, bro.
Oh yeah. I was wondering.
Hey, we can move on. I'm boring people.
It's okay, man. No, I appreciate this.
I'm just saying that Walmart is about as private as it's about as private as
And you know what?
I don't even know what context
I'm
to
not
put it
even,
in,
and I'm not going to disagree with you. I think we're looking at on paper.
We're looking at we're looking at corporate oligarchy basically, and when a monopoly,
for sure.
When a monopoly,
and why does that happen? Why are they created? Why do these large corporations become so large? You mentioned it before.
There's a demand. There is a certain demand there.
Government subsidies that prevent smaller businesses from being able to compete.
I'm with you.
So I agree
with you.
with you. Okay, great. Awesome.
So, all right, cool.
There.
Cool.
Okay. We can move on if you want.
Let's just move on. It's fun.
Okay.
It's fun.
So do we want to? We don't have that many people. I thought I don't want to start mass unmuting people. So I think I'm still gonna do the hand system, even though there's only 18 people, because last night got way too crazy. I'm going to unmute the Jew man. I remember you were here last night, so let's see what you have to say. All right. What's up, man?
Can you just give me 1 second? I'm gonna put on my headphones.
Sure. All right. Sounds good. All right. Yeah, I think. All right.
Thank you. Before I ask my question, I want to answer a question that Jordan or Bateman Boy asked yesterday.
All right then.
I think, like Jordan, I think did you or Bateman Boy ask about the Odin Yunnan plan?
Oh shit! The Odin. I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
But did you ask it? Because you guys were
I didn't
wondering
know.
what
I
that
didn't
was.
ask it. I'm familiar with it, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't ask it.
A lot of this stuff happens at like 1 a.m, so I doubt most of us remember exactly how.
Yeah, I don't.
Going,
I literally don't remember.
but you do know what it is, right?
Yeah. The Oded Yunnan plan, like the clean break memo and
clean break stuff.
Yeah. And since we're okay to talk about conspiracy theories as long, give me 1 second. Don't you consider massage in my backyard? There is not. We are safe. Before I ask my question, but I just want you guys. I just recommend that you Google dancing Israelis.
Okay.
I
already know what it's not even. You're not even trolling anyone here. I agree with you.
But
like,
here's my actual
it's
legitimate question.
Real.
Here's my legitimate question. You guys know I'm from Canada, right?
No, I don't.
No.
Okay. But in Canada, we have this.
Man, I'm supposed to know the Jew man is from Canada. How would I know that?
Yeah, we all.
Okay. Let me.
How would I ever know that?
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I met
sorry.
you last week. Like, no, I don't know.
Met you. I'm come every. Okay. Anyway. In Canada, we have this like weird relationship with the First Nations, but there's this weird thing that's going on. I don't know what's your opinion on it, but in Canada, I think we're taking it to a very extreme. We have this thing we have to start in our school ceremonies and our graduations and start to events. We have to start with land acknowledgement. It goes like this. Like whenever there's like say for take example a graduation, right?
Yeah. Just get on with it, please. This is killing me.
You have to before you do anything, you have to say we recognize we're an unceded, unsurrendered land of the blah blah Native First Nation tribe of this land, and we're recognized by that treaty. I mean everything. Like one day I asked my teacher for help for homework, and I was like, "Do you do this?" And he says, "Yes, we do this." And it says on the bottom of the email the land acknowledgement. I swear to you, one day someone's gonna go on trial and say, "Sir, did you sold 20 pounds of cocaine?" It's like, yeah, I sold 20 pounds of cocaine, but I did it in an unceded, unsurrendered around the Algonquin Church. I was like, what do you think should happen? And just to make sure, do you even agree with this idea?
I don't know exactly what you're even talking about.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Are you talking about like they have to acknowledge like the native people of the land and all of that?
No, they have to acknowledge that. They have to acknowledge that the land that Canada and is once native and it used to belong to this and that tribe and blah blah.
Yeah, so like the natives and stuff.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with that paradigm at all, because that's the story of history: conquering, founding lands, and frankly kicking people off of lands. Like white people have been kicked off of lands many times.
Yep.
Brown people get kicked off. It's literally just the story of history. There's nothing controversial about finding a country.
The North African Moors did it to the Spanish.
Thank you.
I agree with you guys, but there's something else that's been added to Canadian history that is not in the American history. In America you have the Indian Wars. In Canada we have the residential school system. Is where that since the 1880s till as late as 1996, every First Nation kid would be forced to go to a residential school, which was a school for Indian kids, and they would suffer sexual abuse, physical abuse. They'd be forbidden to have any connection with their culture, anything like that. So there is that. Like, I do agree with you guys that it's taking too far, but there's also like some extra bad history in the Canadian side that's on the American. Like, you just had wars. We had systems.
I mean, it's like the story of reparations, I guess. Like, it's still the past. I mean, I don't think that this generation should be having to say all of that. Just because of a corrupt past. Just because of a corrupt past system, I don't think the new generation should be
Just to let you know, I don't agree with any of this. Like, I don't agree with what we're doing.
You're just asking a question.
I'm just asking a question, like, just to be devil's argument, right?
So, I'm just curious. Is this like something that has to do with like? So, I mean, I don't really think it's the same thing. What I keep like thinking of when I'm thinking of like you like standing up and saying something in the school is like the Pledge of Allegiance. So like, I mean, obviously, I don't
Yeah,
think they're the same
yes,
thing,
it
but
It's
is
like,
like an elite. You have
No,
to
no.
sign. You have
Yeah.
to like sign a pact
Okay.
that you were wrong in the past. What's
Yeah,
up?
but
it's
yeah.
not like literally like in our school announcements. Before we say what is the announcement, we say the land acknowledgement, and
Thanks for the sub,
it
Timmy.
is
I saw you
very
subbed
like
on
the Pledge of
D-Live.
Allegiance,
Appreciate
very like
you.
the Pledge of Allegiance in America.
Yeah, but it's not. I don't agree that it's very because you guys have
Yeah,
to
me
like,
neither, man.
you guys have to like submit, like you guys have to submit to the like the like that doesn't make sense. It's way different. The Pledge of Allegiance is just however you want to take it, just kind of like showing respect. In a sense, some people would disagree with me. I mean, but I think
Yeah,
that's
I
the
mean,
Well, but here,
intention. But that's
actually,
the
this is
intention
kind
of
of a
it.
little nuance here. The funny
No, that's the
part is that
intention of it.
if you were to not stand for the Pledge of Allegiance at a modern public school in America, you'd probably
a
get like
hero.
applauded. Yeah, exactly. You'd be
No,
like,
actually,
yeah,
no,
fuck the
Jordan. This is
patriarchy.
Jordan. This is really interesting. I
Hero.
just think,
I'm curious. I
Yeah,
haven't been in
I just
school.
think some
I haven't
people
been in
don't.
high school for a while.
yeah, no, as some people, because I am in high school, I'm pretty sure, like, I know a few kids who like don't stand for the pledge out of,
Like, do they get love or do they get hated on?
they just kind of are ignored. I know there are a few teachers who are like, I know
That's good. That's what you
there's-
should
I
do.
know-
You should
I know
ignore
there's-
them.
I know there's kind of a few teachers who are like stand for the pledge, and then there's like, what is
Yeah.
it? But like some of my classes, because it's in like fourth hour when we have announcements, like half the class just
Canada-
doesn't stand. Half the class doesn't stand. I don't think it's because they don't like they're like protesting, but just because they're too like damn lazy to just fucking stand up.
I doubt that.
No.
I think they're
No.
like probably active on like
No,
on like,
I honestly don't think it's
like,
the case. 'cause
yeah,
it just
I
it
did
just
this
isn't
land
it just
today.
isn't taken it just isn't taken that seriously at my school. Now you can agree with it or
And
disagree
I went
with
to
it.
I
but
went
just,
to
yeah.
private
My school
school my
doesn't
whole
even
life,
say
so
it.
I
My
don't
school
even-
does, bro. I'm in a public school, and my school doesn't even say it, which is crazy. Like
You guys
at
are
all.
lucky. Like the way we play our national anthem is not like national anthem should we play. It's played like it's a concert, like this cool guitar music, good ba ba ba. That's what
So
we play
like you
our
actually
national-
have a cool national anthem.
No, it used to be before.
No, I'm kidding.
Before, like, okay, the French version is kind of cool because it's not like a translation of the English version. It has different meanings. Like in
You
the
live in
French version,
Canada?
what?
You live in French Canada? Or like
No,
where they
I'm not.
Speak
But in
majority.
French Canada, there's
What province? What province are you in?
I'm in the English ones.
I'm just wondering. I don't know how
Ontario.
Canada works.
Bro, dude.
I'm
Bro.
just
thought-
wondering.
I thought Ontario
Anyway,
was French.
No, Quebec.
Quebec.
Quebec is French.
The Quebecois.
Okay, but in the French version, there's mention of the cross. There's the mention of the of culture, tradition. English, we even switch. It used to be in all thy sons
Okay.
command, but now it's an all of us command.
Hey guys, Fat Cooter thinks that this is boring.
Yeah.
So, okay, Fat Cooter. Unmute Fat Cooter and let's see the very interesting thing Fat Cooter has to
Also,
say.
Yeah,
That's gonna make this
Grade
whole thing
11
better.
English in Canada is
I
now
just don't see why you comment that because there's a fucking leave button. So if you're not happy, then literally
Stop.
leave.
Let's see
Like,
what.
hey, Fat Cooter,
Oh.
Fat Cooter, come on in. Make this
I'll
whole
let him.
thing
I'm
much
trying
more.
to find
This
it.
guy
Fat
thinks he's
Cooter.
gonna be so interesting. Okay, make the
can't-
whole stream
I-
interesting, Fat
I
Cooter.
can't. Oh, Fat Cooter. Here it is. Okay. All right, you're
Okay.
unmuted.
Make us on board.
It's a troll.
Yeah, see.
I kind of knew.
Exactly. I got trolled. Fuck.
Yeah. You
All
got
right,
trolled.
just
Of
keep
course
him
you were gonna
muted.
get. I did mute him. Yeah.
I got trolled. All right.
Yo,
just
this
mute.
guy's laugh is making it funnier.
Hey, that's actually.
I muted him now. I don't know who's
Well,
talking.
that's kind of funny. That was pretty funny, Fat Cooter. I like that actually. I like getting
Who's
trolled.
laughing
like
now?
that. It's done now.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
You're so
I
funny.
have
Yo, that-
laugh issues.
Hey, guys, I am gonna head out. I gotta hang. I'm at
Wait,
my.
Jaden, Jordan, I have one question for you.
What's up, man?
Okay, I'm a Groyper, but here's the thing.
You don't have to. Yeah, I'm not gonna like hurt you if you're not a Groyper. It's okay.
No, I am a
You don't
Groyper.
have to be a Groyper. Okay.
No,
well,
I am.
all right.
Anyway,
Bye, Fat Cooter.
I support
Done.
the sense of separation of church and state, as in they have in Syria, as they have in Iraq before 2003. Not like the leftist separation of church and state, like or the communist version like they have in the USSR. I'm more in like the one they have in Syria, the one they have in pre-war Iraq. Where all religions are respected because. I can see why Poland wouldn't be a separation of church and state because Christianity was in the culture, and if you see a Muslim in Poland, he'll likely be an immigrant. But if you go to Iraq and you see a Christian or Yazidi, they are native to the culture.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So like I support that idea of separation of church and state. Like you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Well, what's your question? I see what you're saying about Syria. Syria is like a strong.
About that? Like, what do you think about that?
About separation of church and state.
I mean, I don't.
About that type of separation of church and state.
What do you mean that type?
I don't. Yeah, exactly. Like, what's
that?
that? What do you mean by that type?
Yeah,
How do they do it? I'm not a
in
Middle Eastern foreign policy expert.
Like in Syria, there's still an idea that there is a God and everyone believes in the God. But
I think there's
no
bigger issues in Syria to worry about than what's going on with
and
church
you can
state.
break this down for me, but from my understanding, Syria is basically broken up into several states. Like where, like you said, the Yazidis live in a certain area, and there's areas where the Christians live, and they've been protected. And there's areas where the Muslims live that are protected.
Yeah, but I would argue that's because of the Al Qaeda extremists that were funded by Saudi Arabia and the entire Gulf states and the Muslim Brotherhood.
Yeah, the UAE.
I argue that sectarianism came from there, not from within the country. Like I'm not for like how many neocons or even.
Well, yeah, but what you're basically arguing against is neoconservative foreign intervention, which I'm against also.
No, it's not that. It's not about that. It's about the sense. It's about this the type of secularism that's in that country.
Yeah, well, that's a good point.
Like in America, there's
that is interesting.
Thousands of Christian denominations. Like you can't just. So
right.
you may say that sense in America.
Well,
right?
but that's also, I agree with you, but that's also interesting in terms of how they frame Bashar al-Assad over here in America. He ran the only successful secular Middle Eastern country in the Middle East, much like Saddam Hussein ran before we invaded their country.
And Gaddafi.
Gaddafi was so based, but yeah, like you have these people that are running successful secular countries where people basically live in peace, and we find that that's a problem for our interests. So I think what it really comes down to is being against foreign intervention, which I am against.
No, it's not the foreign intervention. Like I understand, I'm talking about like you support like keeping the Christianity tradition in America. I'm saying like, would you support? I know you're not for separation of church and state, but would you like?
It's a totally different picture here, because the difference here in America is not that we're separating church and state. It's that we're promoting other religions and letting them organize on the basis of their religion while pushing down any Christian groups. You look at what Obama was doing during his term, where he was remember the scandal where he was holding up the tax exempt status for Christian groups. They were actively targeting Christian groups. So I think that's the problem, is that we're suppressing Christianity here. It's not that we have an overabundance of separation of church and state. It's the fact that we are actively hostile towards Christianity and whiteness. And
I see what you're saying.
We're not even libertarian. We're pro-degeneracy at this point in America.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
I'm curious.
I see what you're saying.
I'm curious what you have to say about something involving so you're not in favor of separation of church and state. So I'm curious, maybe you just how did you get muted?
I am.
Oh, no, I was talking to him. I was talking to Jordan about this.
Wait, Jordan's muted.
I don't know how he got muted. I'll unmute you. I don't know why. Trying to unmute you.
Like I see what you're saying, Jordan. I understand, because in Syria they would say, "Oh, we are one country, Christian and Muslim," but in America they would say Christians are bad, but any non-Christian is good. I see what you're saying, man.
There's a very concerted effort. Like clearly whoever you determine they are, the powers that be clearly have a much more vested interest in like bringing down America than they do like Syria.
I get you, man.
And then you look at like who's pushing this stuff, what the message is. It's very like anti, and I like Oliver, to your point, like in a perfect world, I would love to be as libertarian as you want to be, but the enemies that we're facing right now aren't solved by the problems we're facing right now aren't solved by libertarianism. We need a counter response equal to or greater strength than what they're giving us.
To who?
So I can still be
responding to.
I don't know. I don't know who it is.
That's the issue. I don't think there's a clear enemy that we're really trying to fight.
Liberalism, progressivism.
Come on.
Why?
I just think we should stop funding Israel. I just think we should whatever.
I'm not going to get on optical here. I'm gonna stay optical. I am going to say that we need to push back against the forces that are pushing degeneracy into our country. That's all I'm going to say.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that, man.
So I am gonna. Hey, before I go, I got to hang out with my family. I'm clearly not in my studio tonight. I'm at my
Family first.
family's house hanging out. I'm gonna hang out with them. Sub on YouTube, Jordan Brown. Go to my Twitter. You'll get my YouTube videos there.
Always
Catch y'all
promoting.
later. Hey,
Absolutely,
hey,
man.
gotta build it. Gotta
You have
build it.
to. You
Gotta
gotta
take
do it.
advantage.
I see.
Can
I
I,
see.
can I use one favor before I go? Can we unmute Chief Trumpster? Not a troll.
Oh,
Very
sure,
educated
yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah, we know.
Totally.
We know him. We know him.
I didn't notice he was here. My bad. Yeah, here
All
you
right.
go. You're
I'm
unmuted.
gonna head
Yeah,
out,
that's
guys. Invite me again. I always have fun here. Later, guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Alright.
see you soon.
Stay
See you,
safe.
man.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
thanks for your input on the whole.
Anytime. I enjoy this kind of stuff. So invite me again.
Yeah, no,
All right.
no problem.
Later, guys.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. See ya.
Peace.
All right. So I'm just gonna mute you. Thanks, Jude, man. I'm going. Oh, sorry. It sounds weird to call you that. Thanks, man. All right. So I'm gonna go to. I think Max. Yeah. If you guys have questions or want to talk, just raise your hand. Max. Now you are unmuted. If you have anything.
Yo, how
would
do you
like
get
to
these
say.
things so popping?
Me? Oh, what is his name? The Republican Hype House posted this on their story. So yeah.
Wait,
All right.
they post
Max.
this one?
Yeah, they
Jeez.
post. Yeah, they
I don't-
post the Zoom link on their TikTok
On their
page.
Instagram story. Or on the
Yeah.
Instagram story. I don't think they did it on TikTok.
No, it's on
Apparently
TikTok.
there's, like,
I think. I
This one is?
Yeah,
This one's on
yeah.
TikTok? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because there's like 2 other calls going on right now, apparently, with
Oh,
like
really?
them. So
Oh, I
yeah, so I was like, oh,
I
okay.
don't even know where to find.
No,
these
I'm
calls.
sorry. I'm not
Yeah.
unmuting you because you literally just laughed at the cam and did stupid stuff. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, I'll tell you. The most cringe thing is a troll who tries so hard to be funny, but it's not funny at all.
Not funny at all.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
like
I'm just waiting to the point where like we get to the point again where people literally start taking their fucking pants off. Were you here when that happened?
I think I was there when someone did that.
Jesus fucking
like-
Christ. Showing
man.
porn on their
It
phone
was
and
pretty.
shit.
It was pretty fucked. I mean,
That was weird. All right, so I unmuted. What was it, Max? Max, you are
Yeah.
unmuted. If you have
Yeah,
something
I
to
don't
say.
really have a topic per se, but if anyone brings anything up, I'll chime in. I know.
All right, yeah, we're probably not going to try to keep too many people unmuted because as soon as I'm like letting people be part of the debate and like just unmuting people, then it just gets
Yeah,
extremely
I'm-
chaotic.
I'm gonna leave.
I'll-
they
soon,
said somebody
so-
said
okay.
talk. Somebody
I'm
said
not
talk about
gonna-
somebody said talk about abortion. I mean, I'm pro-life.
Abortion?
So yeah, I'm pro-life. So
Oh, like,
Yeah,
gang.
pro-life.
Wait, Oliver, what's your stance on abortion?
Wait, somebody said pro-choice. Farm.
I
hello.
am recently a pro-life adopter.
Switch
Oh,
to the
that's
right.
like, yeah, because a lot of some libertarian, some people who are like kind of have more of like a social issue on like a different
Oh, yeah.
left.
Some
Some people
Nah,
support
I
that.
thought-
It's very split. Some libertarians.
I think it is
They
a
listen-
violation of the
yeah,
non-aggression.
Yeah, I mean, I
principle.
think they think that they're kind of stupid. I mean, to me.
Yeah. That's a little bit high, bro.
Alright.
When they start talking about.
Yeah, that's just.
All right, someone said hello, kitty. Kitty's
Hello,
pussy."
Kitty is Fat Cooter's little troll friend.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, she's
literally
oh, she-
that's it. That's literally
Oh,
all.
Oh, she's a troll. I thought she actually.
Yeah,
Well, it
no,
says,
they're,
what
they're
is it?
friends. They're friends.
I'm not a
Cooter-
troll. I'm a human. I know you're a human. There aren't trolls that
No,
aren't
they're
humans. You're
trolls.
just a
They're not even
human
human.
troll.
They're trolls. They're not even human.
And,
Denied.
I mean,
Denied that.
nah, but
Yeah, whatever. All right. I mean, yeah, we can talk about abortion. I just want to get some opposing
Yeah.
points.
All right.
I know Amber
Yeah.
here is
Yeah, Amber.
pro-choice, so we could get Amber in here.
oh yeah,
Is
let's
she?
get Amber and let's
Wait,
not
Amber,
make it.
Amber.
No, I refuse. You can keep me
Oh,
muted.
she-
I'm
no,
no,
let's-
hell not.
No, let's not
You
make it
scared?
more than one. She can have
Scared, I
no,
just refuse
no.
to debate
She can have
everybody.
more. She can have more people on her team. Who else is pro-choice? So it will be fair. I mean, who
No,
else is
I'm
pro-
good. I'm good.
Oh, you're
I'd
good.
Doesn't
love
wanna argue
to
it.
have the debate about that.
Yeah, it would actually be
I'm
pretty cool.
good.
If I get it, okay, never mind. I am.
Who's
I
pro
cannot
choice?
hear anyone.
Please raise your hand.
Amber is pro-choice, I think, but I don't think anyone else is taught.
She's not. She's pro-life. Just kidding.
She just can't
Clip
argue
it.
it.
Clip it.
I just don't want
Amber,
to.
can you bring Willow here?
I don't have Willow's contacts except for TikTok, but I can try. Sure.
I mean,
She has to be debated. She said some very questionable stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I love Willow, but it'll be a very short debate.
why do you think that?
because her points aren't very good.
No, you get Willow in
The
here.
one that muted people because they were boys, right?
Huh?
Was she the one that muted people because they were boys?
I think so.
Hey,
Yeah, Verbal, she's the one who muted us for being guys.
the bad men.
Those evil men.
I screen recorded that.
How dare you try to stop people from dying?
This is not a man's conversation.
Yo, I haven't. I want to see the comments on this. See if there's any. Yo, I have.
Willow said she can't come because it's past midnight for her.
All right, I have a topic.
Oh, some girls. Oh no, fat cooter. One,
it's
two,
the same
three.
one.
No,
Yeah.
they're trying so hard. Like,
Yeah,
It said kill the fetuses.
All right, Fat Cooter, I'm unmuting you for 5 seconds. I
Yeah.
swear to God, if anything happens,
No,
I'm
don't
not
even do
gonna
it.
be able to-
Unmute her
Blast-
friend.
Let
Unmute
her
her
blast
friend.
some
Hello
nonsense.
Kitty.
All right, fine. What do you got to say? You're unmuted.
Let's hear this.
Oh my god, hi. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Girl,
I
bro.
swear I'm not gonna troll. Don't be mean to me.
Your voice
Okay.
itself is a troll. I'm
That,
sorry.
this sounds like Nicolette. This sounds like Nicolette.
Nah,
Okay.
let's have these.
Yeah.
Let's have this. Let's see what.
Maybe she's the product of a
Okay,
failed
like
abortion.
why can't you kill the baby? Like I just don't get
I'm
why
sorry.
not.
All right, she's
Like,
not
it's not your
serious.
body.
You're
Log
not
off.
serious.
Your
Log
body,
off.
though. It's not
That's
your
a
body.
terrible.
It's your
You're
choice.
not. No, I'm really.
That's a terrible argument.
Yeah,
What
I
up?
think
How is
you know
that-
that's.
okay,
How
so
old are you? Wait,
You
wait.
are a disgrace to us pro-choicers. Stop talking, please.
Okay, time out, Amber. She kind of spitting facts though.
Look at that. Look crazy though.
Like, come on now. She's like, why can't we kill the baby? Isn't that basically
Fetus,
the
that
argument?
fetus.
No,
But
don't.
like just
You're-
have the baby if you want and don't have it if you don't want.
I love trolls.
Yeah, we can just kill it or not kill it. You know, it's that simple.
Okay, but why does it bother you? I just want to know that.
Why does it
It's just
bother
a
me?
human
Because it's
life. What
morally
are you
wrong
talking
to
about?
No,
kill
it's
a
not a
human.
human. It's a
Guys,
cell.
guys.
Yes, it is.
Time
I
out.
love-
Okay, one at a time.
Stop
Let
using
me
arguments,
handle
they're
it.
terrible.
Yo,
If it's not
Can
a
I
human,
handle
what
this?
is it?
Can I handle this? This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like low grade. This is low grade. So let
Yeah,
him
you-
Pedro,
handle it.
you'll match up well. Let's go.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, fat cooter, debate me.
Can I
debate me.
debate pro-life on this one because
Amber, no,
Amber,
this
no.
is me. I'm the pro life. Fat cooter,
Okay,
why
I'm
are
sorry,
you okay with abortion?
Because if you're not ready to have a child,
They don't
then
have sex.
Then don't have Oliver. Be
What
funny.
if- what if you get raped?
Okay.
Oh,
It's still a human.
Percent of the
It's
time.
still a
you're
You're
using a
human.
minority to
Okay,
justify
but
a
if you
majority. Don't
kill
do
it
that.
in like the first trimester.
Oh my god, everybody be quiet. This is my debate, okay?
No, I want
No.
to jump in. I want to have fun
No.
with this.
Pedro, it's not a debate. That's the funny
Let a
part.
Groyper tell someone to log off. Let me do it.
Girl,
Fat cooter, why are you okay with abortion?
Male.
because it's literally a clump of cells. And
You're a
it's
clump of cells.
It's
You're
not-
a
We're all clump of cells.
It's
We're all
not-
clump of cells.
It's not
Please
just.
don't.
Hold
And
on.
if you gave birth to it at 2 weeks pregnant, then it's
It's
all
not called
these
birth. That's called
Hold on.
abortion.
No
That's what
one
you're
knows they're
advocating for.
pregnant at 2 weeks, girl. Oh, God.
Okay.
Hold on,
girl.
Cooter.
It's-
I don't
it's
know.
not
hold on,
just a
Cooter,
clump of
Cooter,
cells.
I don't know if
It's-
you're. Wait, Cooter. I don't know if you're a girl or like a squeaky boy. I don't know. Either way, you have to log off. Like it's kind of cringe. I don't think you have any position on anything.
Like,
Cooter. Cooter.
I don't think you have a position on really anything. Not gonna lie. I think you just gotta log off.
have the kid, don't have the kid. You're a man and you can't make that decision for someone.
Okay.
Oh my gosh,
okay.
no,
okay,
No
Cooter,
sperm,
log
no
off.
kid.
Log
Stop.
off.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
well,
I
women
hate
don't
this
even need
either.
men to have kids.
We are
Women don't
superior
even
than
need
women.
men.
We can use bone marrow as sperm.
You dumb as fuck, bitch.
Okay, no,
I mean,
you're completely
log
right. You
off.
actually can use you can use bone marrow as sperm.
Exactly.
Okay,
Log
Amber.
off.
Amber,
Log
let's
off.
not.
They die within 2 years. It's something like that.
Can we have a
People
log off
used
in
to-
chat?
Yeah, but that causes serious defects and shit, and it usually doesn't even pass like 4 weeks.
You love
Cooter, are you a girl or a
That's not
boy?
even true. That's how lesbians have kids, bro.
Cooter, are
It
you a
costs
girl
us
or
a lot
a
of
boy?
money
Which
to
one
say
are
it
you?
works.
It's called
Lesbians
surrogate.
just
What
don't
the
have
fuck?
kids.
They're better than you.
Yo, get this fat cooter
Bro,
off here.
I don't
women
even
don't
know.
have rights. Women don't have
All right,
rights.
thank you. We
Like
appreciate your
you.
point. Now
Yep.
go back to abortion.
Cooter, I don't even know if you're a girl or a boy, but you gotta log off either way. Log off.
Nah, that shit is too
All right,
funny.
that's a perfect segue into the woman question. The
The
woman
women
question.
exist. The
The
woman
woman
question.
I have great anecdotal evidence for the women question here.
Listen, men. Look, this is why men are a more evolved version of women. Listen, every man, started off as XX chromosomes, which is basically what women are. but then they evolved into XY chromosomes while women stayed the same. That's it.
Very intellectual. But all right. I don't know. Just bring up a topic.
Well, you know what's a good topic? Abolishing minimum wage. Do you guys believe in it or not?
Yep, I do.
Yeah, I believe it.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Okay.
Oh, good. We're ready.
No, I don't agree with that.
Why don't you?
Wait, why?
I think we should keep the minimum wage, and I know the argument. I've read Basic Economics by Thomas Sowell. It's a good introduction to right wing economics, but the minimum wage has a value in just being in the context of immigration. In the context of immigration, minimum wage is good because it actually has a finite line where you cannot go below paying a worker below that. If we had no minimum wage with all this immigration coming, they'd be paying Mexicans like $3. It's bad for both
They
them.
do that now.
I know. Hold on.
Can I
I know.
clarify?
I don't agree with that, and I think we should enforce that.
Wait, I want to clarify a couple of things. So, first of all, immigrants are getting paid less in some ways than others. They won't get packages or any other 401ks or things like that the neighbors are supposed to be getting. They're actually companies will actually do that a lot. They'll say you don't have any no benefits, nothing like that. So it costs less actually for them in terms of what they're getting. Out of a company. So I would argue that immigrants actually do make a lot less than minimum wage. And also, I mean, I don't know if I'll argue about immigration, but I've been doing a lot of reading up on immigration, the numbers and all that, from of course congressional studies and reading through all these information and all that. And I'd say immigration really is hurting, it stagnates wages and lowers wages, and it is really detrimental to all workers. It really is.
We got Papa John's in here for that one. I mean, Papa John's would probably.
I'd love to hear. 'Cause I got a whole bunch of these.
Yeah, I got reading. Yo, I got you. I'll text Papa John because this is his thing. So I mean, I'll see if
you guys want to see my disgraceful picture, Papa?
About the minimum, I think that was complete nonsense, right? Companies can there are simple ways to get out of the minimum wage, right? You cut hours, right? So first of all, they cut hours, right? So
that's what Bernie did, yeah.
Secondly, you do realize that the minimum wage has unseen costs, right? There were companies that would have been able to work at a lower average cost of production. Due to the minimum wage, there's a higher cost of production. Therefore, they can't hire, they can't compete, right? So all those jobs that are lost are not accounted for, right? When you're talking about the minimum wage, the real minimum wage is $0, whether you want it or not, right? Because if the minimum wage is higher, you don't hire people, right? You don't hire, and that means that person gets $0.
No, I understand that in a total efficiency standpoint that it would be more beneficial to have no minimum wage and no maximum where you cannot go below it, or where it's zero. But there is immigration is inseparable from this topic, and I believe if we had just a moratorium on immigration, we would. I would be fine. I would be fine with what was that?
But I don't think you're understanding that they can still cut corners, even
no,
with the
I understand that. I just think that with this pressing issue, I think we have to keep it.
No, we don't.
Yeah, it's detrimental. Oh my god.
It does worse than it helps anybody.
Yeah. Also, how it prices black people out of the job market, young.
Groypers, you guys, you forget the basic economics, right?
I think libertarians like you forget that there are surrounding issues that affect the economy. Economy doesn't exist in a void.
No, I understand trade-offs. I just know that there's no logical reason to keep the minimum wage.
I understand that, and I'd even agree with you if we had no immigration. But
no, even despite immigration, it's still bad. The minimum wage doesn't.
It's bad in any case you can make. There's you can sit here and say no immigration, okay, but it's still bad. Like the minimum wage still has underlying negatives.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. The unseen cost of the minimum wage. That's what you guys want to talk about. The jobs lost. The companies that are going to set up without the minimum wage. And you guys are talking about workers, right? Minimum wage. When people start automating, right? We lose jobs due to automation because of the minimum wage. You guys will then say, oh, the AI is taking our jobs. We need to stop companies while you guys were advocating for the minimum wage. You see what I'm talking about? Like the minimum wage is causing the unnecessary artificial intelligence to be used.
I'm not advocating for hiring the minimum wage or increasing the minimum wage. That's what would actually.
But as technology gets better, it gets cheaper to make technology, right? So to a point where the minimum wage will be at a certain point where it's not that much of a loss to start having AI, right? Artificial intelligence.
Hey, Mom. Sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh, that's a rip.
I'm very comfortable. I have my comforter here. I have my pillow. Do you mind if I stay down here and not come up?
Hey, Oliver's mom.
I just woke up. I feel very comfortable down here.
I'm very comfortable down here too.
Of course not. No, I know. I understand. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I fell asleep. I meant to come up. I ended up setting an alarm on my watch to make sure in case I fell asleep, but it didn't go off for some reason. So, all right. Thank you very much, Mom. Have a good night. Bye.
Oliver's a fucking liar.
Oliver, you're such a liar.
You're caught lying. You've been reported. I sent that clip over to your family. They all know. They all know.
Anybody down play Minecraft with me?
Cap. Yo, Oliver, can you hear us?
Yeah, bro, I can hear you. I was just talking to my mom. My bad.
We heard it.
Yeah,
we heard it.
I forgot to. Oh yeah, I was just faking out my mom because
I know you
me to go to sleep.
Yeah, we caught you lying in the act.
Yeah, we all sent this clip over to family and all that. They all know. They know. They're watching the stream. They know.
I physically told his mom.
Oh my god, yeah.
I meant to mute myself, but I guess I didn't. Fuck it.
Oh, you fucking did it.
Well, I'm in the sunroom basically, which is like the only place I can talk and they don't hear me because it's like an addition onto the house with like a stone wall. It's cold as shit in here, but I have a really warm blanket because there's no heat in here. But whatever. That's how it goes.
So how about abolishing welfare?
Completely, I agree.
Yeah. No welfare.
Okay.
Yeah, no welfare. I completely agree.
And open borders? Or
No. Definitely. How about you, Julio? Do you agree with that?
What?
Open borders and abolishing welfare.
I agree with abolishing welfare, open borders. I have my cases with that. I mean, but you should talk to Papa John's more about that. That's not my really specialty at all.
Because Cuddly's making me write a paper on opening the borders and abolishing welfare.
Who is?
Cuddly's. Another man is making you write something, bro.
Yo, Julio, I have a question.
It's to apply for the classical liberals.
Oh my god, yo, get this man out. Nah.
Julio, fucking get your video in, dude.
What do you mean? I got you. Yeah, I got you.
For the intro.
Yeah, I keep slacking on that. My fault. But
Yo, page on to fucking write a paper.
I have a genuine question. So I understand like privatizing.
Oh my god, this is every good.
No, listen.
No, ask me this on my private time, bro. We're not doing this little interview.
No, on roads. Like I don't understand why.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Oh, so here, let me Pedro, can I explain this? Pedro.
Do your own research on that.
Private, but yeah, basically, businesses will be required. Sorry, businesses will be required to do so. Businesses will be required to maintain the roads because otherwise people won't want to travel to their establishments. Therefore, it's in their interest to upkeep the roads.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the question.
Yeah,
What was it about? Was it about like roads or something?
Yeah, he keeps asking us about all these questions. Yeah, he keeps asking us, but he doesn't do his own research. Like, come on, my guy, you could search it up with a simple Google search, man. There's books on it.
Public roads, there wouldn't be any coordination. There'd just be an amalgamation of a bunch of roads going in and out here, there. Like there wouldn't be structure to it as well as the other things. That's just one little detail.
What would it have structure?
Huh?
Private roads?
Private roads? Yeah, private roads wouldn't be as
the
coordinated.
roads we have right now have structure. Bro, where are you living, bro? I want to be. Tell me so I can join you, bro. Because what I'm seeing are plot holes. The road is disgusting, bro. There is no cohesion to the roads, bro. I don't know what you mean.
That's very.
You want public or private roads?
Yes, man. I do.
Because they'll be better maintained.
Yeah, better maintained.
Private companies to maintain the roads. They would be better taken care of.
I mean, to be fair,
what would be in the interest?
To be fair, the government does a terrible job of maintaining roads a lot of times. There's so many potholes.
Yeah, and we pay for it, and we pay for it with tax money.
There's so many
We're
potholes.
still paying for it.
Okay, like whenever I drive my car,
So
I'm
we
paranoid
basically
about it.
no guys
I mean,
guys. So guys, this is a really good analogy that I thought that Cud we used when it came to the roads was basically so basically if you end up buying something yourself, you're going to be concerned about the quality and how much it costs. If you're buying something for yourself with someone else's money, you're going to not care about the cost, but you're going to care about the quality. If someone else is buying something, like if someone else is buying something for, if you are buying something for someone else, you aren't going to care about the quality, or with someone else's money, you aren't going to care about the quality or how expensive it is. That's basically the government. They're spending your money for you, and they don't have as much of an incentive as private companies to make sure the quality is at the level that it should be.
What's the incentive for the private companies to build roads?
Well, if they don't, then they don't have good roads.
Let verbal do this. Let verbal talk.
What kind of, you see, this is what I'm talking about. What kind of question is that, bro? What is the incentive of a private company to build roads, right? Like, what, to get paid? They're paid,
no, but
bro.
Who's paying them?
First of all, they're different with
consumers.
First of all, they're tolls. They're tolls. There are different forms of private roads. There are tolls, where there can be tolls. Private businesses themselves build roads because you want. How are you going to build a business where there's no roads? Like, what are you saying, bro?
Or where there's a bunch of potholes and nobody wants to come through that road. There's so many factors that would give business incentives.
Right? This is a dream you guys are living. You're in the matrix, guys. Bro, the real world is not like this, right? Bro, I think you guys should read Walter E. Block on private roads. Bro. I haven't even read a book on private roads, right? But I've realized that I used to think like this too, but I realized that a lot of things I used to think don't make sense, right? Why wouldn't they build roads, right? The government just does things worse. That's all they do. Like, that's what I don't understand. If nobody wants roads, why would the government be building roads? Because people want roads. Right? When there's a demand for something,
Rulio made a good point. The government doesn't even build roads; they just use our money to hire private businesses to build roads.
Yep.
So it's literally just another, middleman that just makes the whole thing worse. So yeah.
And you're still paying for the roads. It's like people think it's coming out of your tax money. Like
no, I honestly don't know like anything about this topic, but.
Yeah.
So how would they pay to build the roads? They're gonna have tolls on every other street? Like, I don't get that.
I mean, not exactly, right? Because first of all, there will be some tolls for certain places, right? But first of all, the private businesses themselves will build roads, right? Because they want people to be on there, to go to their companies, right? And businesses will hire private people who build roads to make roads, right? Because it's in their best interest to have roads. Because they can't put a company where there's no roads, right?
Don't you see that as a deterrent from companies to have to pay even more, pay for their business, all the fees that come with it, as well as the roads to get there?
What are you saying, bro?
I'm saying you're saying that companies will have an incentive to build roads, because they want people to come to their location. Yeah. And I'm saying that wouldn't that deter and prevent a lot of companies from rising up, because they'd have to pay for the roads to be built as well as all the fees that come with opening the business.
I mean, how many people can pay for the roads to be built? Do you pay a road for a road and then somebody builds another road on top? Is that how it works? Bro, like,
wait, I don't know how that follows.
Road, bro. What are you saying?
Wait, I don't know how that follows.
I'm wondering,
respond to me.
I think some people have their hands up right now.
Okay. All right, then let's just change this topic. Then I guess.
But you do realize, like, you do realize a mistake. You think that the road is something you can build like 50 times. Like, it's only a few people that are going to build those roads on that place, right?
Yeah, and from those people, it will. Your whole argument, you want to make it easier for people to open up businesses and locations and hire people and put out capital, and that's gonna be harder when you have to pay for roads as well as the business. Even if it's such a small minority.
What are you talking about? Few people are gonna build the roads. One. Second of all, the cost of building the roads is gonna be somewhat offset by the fact that the roads will be better and more people want to be roads. Companies will also change the way they work, right? A lot of people, less people might use the roads, right? There's a lot of things that are going to change, right? It's not going to be the same system. Less people might use the road. A lot of people might work more from home. There's a lot of things that have to be offset. But also, you're talking about cost. A few people might have a higher cost at the beginning, right? Because they're going to build the roads, right? But not everybody can build the roads. So after that person builds the roads, right? How is it going to be that it's going to increase the cost for the new companies that want to come in when the road is already built? Like
No,
there's already a road.
I mean the initial company, but
yeah. So how much
I
did
find
that affect the initial company? Like a bit, right?
I don't know. I find this topic like so boring.
Yeah, it is pretty shit.
Other people are trying to raise their hand right now, so I don't want to like.
Oh yeah, that's
no
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oliver. So, who else will you unmute? Because I don't even. Is there anybody who has a different topic, questions? Oh yeah,
I think Pizza Man had his hands up for a while. I think it's Pizza Man or something. I think.
Yeah, that's
Face pizza face.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna rotate people. So here we go.
All right.
Here we go. What's up?
Yo. All right. So my topic was kind of touched on earlier by Jordan and you, Oliver. But I was thinking for the more left or leading people, what are your thoughts on gay pride parades? Do you support them?
Oh my god, we're going back to this shit. Ugh, all right, I don't know. Just do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. All right, whatever. Someone else go. Everyone knows my position at this point. It's like me reiterating.
There's been
it
so
again.
many repetitive talks on this day after day, my guy. I think we talked about this yesterday and the day before.
I don't remember talking about gay pride parades yesterday or the day.
Gay pride parades? I don't fucking care. Okay, guess what? There's no such thing as a non-gay parade. If you're in a parade, you're gay. Therefore, there we go. I mean, who hears of straight people walking in a fucking parade? I'm sorry, you're not. So
wasn't there
every single fucking parade?
Wasn't there a straight pride parade that got shut down?
Yeah, but that's like asking for like a that's like asking for a welcome home party when you've never left the couch. Like, come on now, that's just stupid. I just don't. I see that as stupid. Like, you can do it if you want. I think it's just like a way for them to like F you to the people who are in the pride parades.
But wait, think about it though. An entire city shut down the parade because they thought it was offensive having a straight pride parade. They would have Milo Yiannopoulos
explain to me.
That.
Okay, well, come on. Okay, let's be completely honest. You seem like a rational person. Why were they having this straight pride parade?
Bro, but who cares, bro? They could have had their straight pride parade if they want.
I know. I don't fucking care. I mean, I don't think they should have shut it down. But I think the reason they're doing it is just despite the other parade. But whatever.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter what they're doing it for. They're just doing it. They're just.
I don't care, dude. They can do it. I mean, I think it's stupid, but they can do it.
I mean, shit.
Did they shut it down? I think it took place. Yeah, I think it took place.
They shut. I'm pretty sure they shut down the whole street pride parade, and Milo was canceled from speaking there.
Wait, you said Milo,
Yeah, he was supposed to speak at the straight pride parade, and they canceled it. Yeah.
What? Milo?
Yeah. It was in Boston, and there was a whole straight pride parade thing. And Milo promoted it when this was like a couple years ago, actually. Milo was supposed to be the headline speaker. And then Boston got triggered by it, and they're like, "No, we're canceling because it's hateful. You can't have your pride parade." Because they got approval from the city, and they just revoked it randomly. And
that's messed up.
It didn't. I don't think it even happened, or if it did, it must have been like some smaller event. But it was kind of stupid how that whole thing happened. Like, you think that they'd allow it, but.
No, people still showed up. It was a big thing.
It was?
I remember.
Oh, I didn't even.
I remember when I was. When did this happen? This was last
years
year.
Ago. No, it was years ago. It was like.
I remember. I was still cucked at that point. I was still not red pilled, and I was watching Elijah Schaefer and Fleckus talks, interview people and get beat up by.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even a big fan of Milo, but I thought it was ironic how they canceled the straight pride parade and all that.
Yeah, no, people still showed up, and it was still like.
And my boy Milo was the last conservative I thought would be there.
Yeah.
Fuck. But I mean, that's crazy. Any new topics?
I don't know why there's only 17 people here. That's fucking weird. Usually there's like 50.
Nah, that's cool though. That means
Usually,
you could.
I mean, usually when I tweet out something, usually when I tweet it out, I get like I haven't tweeted it out in a while. So when I tweet it out, usually more people join. Like they have like
I mean, I
20
don't
or so
care. I
at
mean,
once.
but I mean, then we just get a bunch of no offense.
I'll
we
just
get a
put
bunch of
this on my
just,
Instagram
of
story.
people who think the same thing.
Oliver,
I
unmute
mean,
Rulio. He's been like waving his.
Oh yeah, Rolio.
Oh, for sure, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll meet you. What's up?
What's up, guys?
Yep. What's up?
Here's my question about on voting, right? So, what do you guys think about the whole voter ID? Do you guys support it?
Yes.
Yeah, I support it.
Yeah.
It's voter ID. Yeah. I support it.
I think people should have ID.
I think every single person should be given a government mandated ID when they turn 18, so they have the access to a photo ID.
You have a license. You need
Time
license.
out. No. Some people don't drive. Some people don't. They don't want to pay for it.
What I'm saying is, you're mandated to have a license to buy a gun. You're mandated to have a license for alcohol. You're mandated to do a lot of things.
No, you just need an ID. You don't need a driver's license.
An ID.
You need an ID that. You need an ID to prove you're over 21.
An ID in general. The whole point is you need an ID to do a lot of activities.
Great. So we should have the government. Supply one for everyone then, right?
Not supply.
Why not?
If you have, what I
But
don't
why
know what
not?
you're saying.
Well, if you want to make voter ID a requirement, shouldn't we make sure we maximize the number of people who have the opportunity to vote by getting them all a full form of identification?
People should have that. If they have a accepted ID, that should be fine.
Okay,
Right.
but what if they don't? What's the harm against doing it? We give people social security cards. Everyone has a social security card. Everyone is required to at least be provided a social security card. What's the difference between a federally mandated ID? Like, I don't see the harm in it, other than maybe if you're against more people voting, which some Republicans are, because it leads to sometimes more Democrats winning if there's a higher voter turnout.
I don't think they advocated that. All I was saying is you should have if you vote, you should have an ID to vote. That's all I
Great,
said.
awesome. So let's make sure everyone has one. Why are you against that?
I never said I was.
Okay, great. So we can agree on that we should be providing IDs to everyone.
Like, I'm not sure this is going to be very circular. Like,
This
is going in a circle, I think.
It's going in circles. It is.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious. So you guys agree with that?
No, oh my God, my guy.
We just
you need to have an ID to vote.
Yes, we just
correct.
Yes.
So we should provide everyone with
a driver's license.
Time out. But not everyone has a driver's license because not everyone can afford to drive a car. Therefore, why would they have a license?
Then you can't vote. If you don't have an ID, you can't vote.
If you can't afford a car, therefore you should not be able to vote. Again, why would you have a license if you don't drive a car?
Certificates are ID. Library cards are ID, for Christ's sake.
I don't think you can use a library card to vote.
I think I need a license.
You need a photo ID, and most people don't have a photo.
I don't think I use a license
picture of themselves.
My school gives me a
school
photo
ID.
Yeah,
school doesn't count. It's not a government. It's not a government ID. It's not a government certified ID.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
I'm sure they can go more ways than a driver's license.
It is because they accept it at the DMV, so therefore it's government accepted.
And you don't even.
What do they accept?
You can get
school IDs.
Yeah. No, they don't. You have to have two different forms of identification. I already tried it.
School ID. You bring your school ID and birth certificate. Boom, two different forms of ID.
That did not work. When I went, at least that's not my understanding of what they told me. You have to have two forms: your birth certificate and your passport.
I want to tell you a quick little story actually about how are you able to register to vote. So there's an organization called Next Gen Climate. I don't know if you ever heard about these people. This is a supposed nonpartisan voting organization which will always be on school campuses and promote voting. So you always register them and you send information over and you get a thing in the mail for you able to vote. That's an actual thing. That's how actually I tried doing it once with that way, and I got it earlier because I went to the actual voting place and actually got my approval. But you're able to do it that way. And Next Gen Climate, by the way, is a very corrupt, non-partisan organization that had anti-Trump stuff, but they're nonpartisan. They said. Whose phone's ringing like this?
Right? That's so annoying.
Yo, unmute this dude in the ski mask.
Oh, we got an IRA guy down here.
Oh no.
IRA.
Wait, hold on. I think Oliver muted himself. I don't even.
This dude.
The chat is usually just Groypers and libertarians talking. I want some like socialists in here and stuff.
Yeah, we haven't had like liberals in here.
Yeah, I need some
ever.
socials, bro.
I know. I need some
Like
socialists.
the only like left-leaning people we ever get are like Christian and then like Lucas kid.
Oh, we also got the Cooter person. I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
I don't even know what Cooter's ideology is. Like, I
But
think
she was just a troll.
Yo, the ski mask
Exactly,
person,
a
I
bad
think, wants to be
troll.
unmuted.
Bro, what is this guy?
Jake
what is this
Duman wants to be unmuted.
What
I
is
think
this-
Homeboy's like deep throating their.
Yeah, what is this
finger.
motherfucker? What is this
Oh,
Yeah,
motherfucker?
this guy's a troll.
Who?
Jake
this guy.
Duman.
Oh, no.
Duman
Jake
wants to
seems
be.
reasonable.
No, this
He
guy
seems like a
I'm
reasonable
mute.
person.
Unmute him. Unmute him. I want to see him.
What does Jake
Unmute
said in
him.
chat?
Unmute
Jake
him.
said
Unmute.
anything in chat?
Unmute the kid with the ski mask. I want to see it.
Are we
I,
unmuted?
Please.
you know, hold on. I want to say
Sounds like
something.
a
Wait,
terrible.
wait, I want to say
Sounds like a
something.
terrible idea.
Hold on.
Unmute him for like 3 seconds.
He looks crazy.
Jake,
He
hold
looks.
on in a minute.
Hold on.
Bro, he looks.
What happens?
This
Can I say
dude in
something?
this.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I
This dude is
respect. I
we all
respect.
see you.
I respect. I respect
no,
a troll
not
that's
at all.
funny. I respect a troll that's funny. I respect a troll that's funny.
He's not
Cooter
funny,
was-
dude.
He's not that funny.
We're all laughing
Dude,
here.
this dude in the ski mask looks crazier than a motherfucker. What is he
we're all laughing
doing,
here.
bro?
I
Yo,
feel like
come
he
on.
actually has something to say. I feel like he's just being outrageous to get our
Bro,
attention.
please unmute him.
Yeah, I feel like he actually does have something to say. He's being outrageous to get attention.
He's fucking Russian, dude.
Alright.
Unmute him. Let's just see what he has to say.
He is
Yeah, you're
unmuted.
unmuted. You're unmuted. You're unmuted.
Aren't you?
Oh, he's from
Are you a
Turkish?
fan of
Hi.
competition?
Shut up, you.
Yo, what's up?
No Russian, no
literally
Russian.
a
I am
fan
from Turkey, bro.
Nobody
Turkey.
cares. Nobody cares.
You want to privatize everything?
My name is. Shut the
So
fuck up.
I just privatized my sister.
Okay,
Bro,
lady.
let the guy
That's
talk.
not-
Let troll
I'm
talk.
here.
Let troll talk.
What the fuck?
Okay, well, I'm gonna give you.
Shut up.
Wait. I am.
There we go.
My name is Hidayat. Okay.
Yo, this guy.
What to know? Okay, wait. Okay. Alright. Yeah. I am from Turkey. Oh wow. Yeah.
That's such a cap. That's it. Yo, he's bro. Let me see that again. Show that again.
Okay. Oh.
No. The thing. I seen something on that. You're kidding. He's a liar, bro. Let me see that again. Let me see the ID.
ID check. Is that an ID check here? Are we ID checking him?
He's not
to
going to
vote?
show you.
No English. I am from Turkey.
Yo.
Then get the
No
fuck
English
out of
speak-
here, bro.
No English speaking English.
Hey, let him speak.
Yeah. No English. Wait. Okay.
Speak English.
Are you invading Greece?
Wait, is this the Russian hacker we're told about? Are these the Russian hackers that are in our election?
We're done with this. All right, we're done.
This
Thank
is
you
why
very
No
much.
Russian is my favorite Call of Duty mission.
I like a troll that's funny.
He's beating the fuck out of us.
I like a troll that's
Papa
funny.
John. Yo, we got 2 people in here. Unmute Progressive Reasoning and Papa John.
Oh, yeah, fuck
No,
this. Yeah.
No, guys. Jake has been waiting for a while. Please unmute him.
Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
unmute Jake.
also
He could
Jake.
have something to say.
Progressive reasoning. That man is too funny.
Yeah,
All right, thank you.
I already said this. I already said this. I respect the troll that's funny. I respect the troll that's
So-
funny.
Alright.
Cooter was
So
not
what do
funny.
you
I
guys say?
respect the troll that's funny. I respect
Yeah.
it.
Guys, let Jake speak quickly.
So I'm pro-life, unless the person's raped. But I think there should be a.
Then you're not pro-life, bro.
You're not
You're
pro-life.
not pro-life. That's the case.
Bro, you look like Will Witt.
Oh boy, I'm getting
No,
toxic.
let him present his argument.
Yeah.
That wasn't an insult. I'm making.
So,
a
I'm pro-life 100%, but the only way I think there could be any type is if an underage girl is raped by an overage person, but they should
So
only get like a
underage,
week or
what?
2. They should only get like 2 weeks after finding out that they were raped and pregnant to get the abortion.
That is
Yo,
so
bro.
Wait, I have a
convoluted,
question. I
bro.
have a question. So,
Just
wait. I have a question. This is big logic question here. So, what
Yeah.
makes it less human in the 2 weeks?
Yes,
than
I
in
was
the
about to
6
say
weeks?
that.
Like, what makes
And
it
not
less
even-
human? Like, what? Like,
No,
it could-
I'm not saying on the humanity factor. I think it is child once conception, once the sperm and the egg meet.
No, I think.
So, hold on, wait,
But
wait,
what?
hold on,
Wait. What takes away?
No
Okay,
exception.
go.
Can I say something? So I think what I heard from the person there was that the person, Jake, believes that it is a human at conception. I heard you say that, correct?
Yeah, I believe that.
So what you basically are saying again is that you acknowledge that it is a life in the womb at conception, and you saying to abort it at the 1 to 2 week mark. That is essentially killing a human, and you admitted that it is killing a human.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know. The only reason I'm completely against it. Like I want to go to rallies for abortion. It's just such a sick thing that someone could kill a child and not give it a life, you know.
But does it
Just let him speak.
Okay, yeah, you got.
Let him speak.
All right.
Oh no, but I agree what you're saying though. That makes me. That's just the iffy part. But if I could choose, I'd make it 100% illegal. I'll be honest with you. There should be no way to get an abortion. And then so I'm pro-life, but I'm also pro-death penalty.
Okay.
So,
I want to hit one topic at a time though. So I would say though, if you know that if you already said that life begins at conception, you should be against abortion.
No, I am. I am. It's
that.
just
okay.
So you just changed your mind?
No. I've always had the same opinion. I'm saying I am against it, but there's just that little iffy part, you know, where I'm at 99.9% sure I'm 100% forgive.
Did Oliver leave?
Hey, unmute Steven.
Just the whole factor.
But Papa John, you're actually the host now.
Yeah.
Just the whole factor. I just don't like.
Oh no, he's not.
I can't hear.
I just don't like.
Yeah, he is.
I'm just so against rape, and I think it's such a disgusting thing that.
But does rape take the moral value away from a feed?
Right.
No, it doesn't. It's just very personal to me. But no, but I'm 100% against.
Think of it in terms
after what you're saying I agree that it should. You made a good point, so I'm completely against it. I'm completely against it now. You gave me a good point.
I'm glad
there we go. He's a full pro-lifer
Red
now.
pilled.
Just think of it in terms like, what did the baby rape the mother? Did the baby deserve?
Yeah, I agree.
Or not the baby. I always say baby, but the human life deserved to die because of the
Feed child, bro. That's so simple, bro.
We just watched a man get red pilled with people.
Yeah, I read. Yeah. I'll take that. I'll take a win tonight. I'll take a win tonight.
He was really
I red pilled.
It's like red pill.
Cut it all, Julio. You just interject.
Okay.
Now on the factor. So yes, I'm pro-life 100%. You really helped me. You helped me win the argument that I was arguing in my head. So I appreciate that a lot.
What about the death penalty thing? Why are you pro death penalty?
All right, so I'm pro-life because the baby didn't do anything, or the human did not do anything to deserve to die, right? But if some kid shoots up a school, kills 20 people, he should not have the right to live on this earth.
Okay, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, I don't agree with you.
No, but I would like to say that somebody that says that in principle you can be pro-life and death penalty is brain dead.
Yeah, you can be. I respect your opinion, but
because the person, the baby didn't, or the human did not do anything to deserve to be.
Yeah, but is it really worse to die than to rot in prison for the rest of your life?
Put that man in a fucking hole with stale bread and fucking
But they
old
shouldn't get
water.
the opportunity to be even on this world.
Argument.
Well, I feel like a life of suffering and knowing that you'll never get out.
I think deep down, nobody really believes that a life in prison is worse than death, right? Because every time you guys argue this, right, everybody's like, we can't give the death penalty because they really fear that death penalty. They really feel that it's a worse punishment than life in prison, right? Why are you guys so comfortable with putting somebody in life in prison but not killing them? Because deep down, you guys actually know death penalty is much worse. Because
Verbal does have a point here.
Wait, can I say I actually have to head out, guys, but it was great being on the call with everybody here. I'll try to be back tomorrow if I can. But yeah, thanks you guys so much again for having me on the call.
Be safe, brother, man.
Yeah, peace out, guys. Peace out. I'm glad I red pilled somebody. Yeah, peace out.
You didn't red.
With the whole death penalty thing, do you think that like a means of